Niner offense set to get this drive underway.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And an alley to run. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. This one caught by Isabella. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. On first down, it's Lloyd. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
That ball complete to Isabella. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
That's Isabella open on the right side. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He takes this to the 15. A flashy juke. That got him a couple extra yards. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get a second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from 5 yards out. Here the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point safely through, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They'll run on 1st down. Lloyd. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Second and 5. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check, 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 check.
They'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This quarterback now 11 for 11. Perfect in this opening half. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. But he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. As the first half is winding down, and the Cardinals push further out in front.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Let's go. Let's go. At their own 17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Here we go. Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more.
There he goes right side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there, with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the 49ers get a score closer. They go for just one here as it's up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And some room to work. And all the way down to the 29. And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 29-yard line.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Let's stop. Let's stop.
25-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
Now, this is an example of breaking down in defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen, it's complete. And they'll lose yardage here, knocked back to the 19-yard line. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, Haywood!
Back to throw here. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 78 yards as his guys are back within a single score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone. And
a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, pick your game up.
They'll set up a throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Switch. Now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. 74 yards. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will put them on top here in the third. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this third quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then like a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan, Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Get him! Get him! Mike 50, Mike 50. Coming to you, coming to you.
He'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. They'll drop the throw. And this is Cook with a grab. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
Alert 3, alert, alert 3.
Second and 6. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
The Cardinals on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be third and 6. He'll drop to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a second and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lloyd. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The Cardinals on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's third and 3. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on first and 10. Now Cook. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a second and 3. Now a give right side. Lloyd. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lloyd. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other in surprise going for it on 4th down in the 4th quarter with a lead. But, hey, you get it as a coach. You look like a genius.
So the next time we see Coach, he's going to say, well, that's why I coach and that's why you guys talk up there, right? He had the guts to go ahead and go for it, and it paid off.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. There he goes left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Give them 32 on the play.
First down, 49ers.
Ready up. Mike 15, guys. Mike 15, all right? Hey, Delta. Rep. Watch 15. Watch 15. Mike 15. I hope he runs. Get it.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
15. Line 15. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Shoot.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch 15. Watch 15.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Alpha.
They're going to look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Watch 15. Mike 15. He don't know no better. 15's the mic. 15's the mic. I got 15. You must be getting tired of seeing me. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And that will write a finish.